But now let's go to the next question. What type of food and where do you think, uh, where do you buy it? And do you use, do you eat every day?
Well, this is an interesting question for me because I actually about two or 3 years ago, I became a vegetarian. And I actually became
That's funny.
I became it because I realized, because I had always been aware of the animal cruelty side of it, always, but the thing that kind of pushed me into becoming and saying, okay, that's it, and I would actually like to be vegan. It's just because of living here in the south of Spain, it's just a bit too complicated because it isn't very common here to be vegan. So to buy products that are vegan, and even when you try and eat out, it's very, very, very hard. So at home, I'm flexibly vegan, but I'm always vegetarian. And yeah, I decided to become it because I realized the environmental implications of it as well, and how bad it is for your health. So because of the way that the market is, right, that the whole animal market is right now. So yes, I'm a vegetarian. So when I buy foods, I always try and, as they are in big quantities, fruit and vegetable, my main focus is to try and find a place where they're as fresh as possible and where they're less wrapped in plastic as possible, because that can be quite a challenge to find fruit and vegetable that haven't got loads of plastic packaging around them. So I actually have a few supermarkets near me, from different supermarkets. So I tried out all the different ones, and I found one that have local products, which is also so important. There's one of the supermarkets near me, the grapes are from Egypt, and you think, why? I know there are so many grape vines here in the south of Spain. Why get grapes from Egypt? It's just so ridiculous. So I found a place where they have local food, not wrapped in plastic, and that also the actual supermarket really makes an effort to reduce their plastic, to all the bags. They only sell reusable bags or paper bags, and the little bags for the fruit are biodegradable. So yes, that's where I buy now. It's a bit further away, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it.
Guys, you maybe can't believe that, but I haven't spoke with Alba before. We just met 5 minutes before, 10 minutes before the interview, and I can assure you that we have the same ideas about food, and in the way which the package, and a way which we can take them and find them. And also here in Italy, in addition also I find the farmers directly where I can buy food. I mean,
yeah,
we vegetables, fruit, of course, from the state of the season.
mm-hmm. Yes, of course.
That is the best, right?
Yes, that is definitely the best.
Vegetables and food from the season.
From the season, totally.
Because in this way it's something natural, right?
Yes.
And we don't force the nature to produce.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more. Yes, it's so important.
And also some animals like chicken, and I mean, we eat, me personally, I eat meat, but really is something like 1-2 times per day.
Yeah. So yeah, I think another thing just to make the point of about the food and the meat and everything that we were talking about is that obviously meat in itself isn't bad for humans. The problem is now, as it's so mass produced, that they have to put so many give the animals so many antibiotics and so many chemicals in general, so that they stay healthy and they live less, so that they can get the meat sooner and all that. That's what is bad for us as humans, is to consume that. So I've always said for a few years we had pigs where my mum lives in where my parents live, and we'd get them at the end of summer, and kind of feed them and everything throughout the year until the beginning of the next summer, because it's so hot here. We didn't want to have them alive during summer, is when we'd kill them, and then we'd have meat for a whole year. And obviously that meat I wouldn't have a problem with eating again, because I know that it's these animals that have had a good life. I know that the meat hasn't got chemicals or anything in it that's harmful for me. And so that kind of meat I wouldn't have a problem with. The problem is that if you don't know where it comes from, it's just so full of stuff that is just not good, is the problem. And that's why I'm a vegetarian, because lots of people ask me that, and it's just because of how the meat market is now, of trying to mass produce it so much that they just can't keep up. So it makes it unnatural, like we were saying before about the fruits and vegetables being out of season as well. It's the same.
Yeah, and also if I go to buy when I go to buy from the farmer, I know that food is what that animals eat, or like you say, and it's 0 kilometers. So
Yeah,
also for the pollution
exactly.
and for CO2 emission, and it's so much mm, much useful for protecting and improving
Yeah.
the air in the general environment.